back to it, and you get scripts and ideas. I mean, I get for sale by owners, and I learned all that there. And the instructor of that group has to be an extremely successful realtor. It's not just somebody that's really good at talking. And we've got politicians like that get elected. This guy actually has to perform, and this guy actually had to perform before or lady before they get up in front of us. I think it's, if I remember correctly, isn't it 200 listings they have to? It's some crazy production number they have to be in front of us. And the guy, John Prescott, was great because he kept adding extra little nuggets. His for sale by owner plan is the one that's been the most successful for me.
And we don't have it confirmed yet, but we've got another top instructor that's kind of in queue for that, Michael and Byerly. Anybody who's been able to follow her on Facebook knows that she delivers this thing on a regular basis at a high level.
Will got all this from Bold. How long you been in business?
It'll be 2 years in October.
Years ago to make a camper family reunion. God help us.
Right. honestly, here's the thing, guys. What I wanted to do is I wanted to pass. So first of all, Mark, thank you. Will, thank you for sharing why those two things are important to you guys. What I want to do is, this is not a sign-up sheet. You're not committing to anything. We've just got a lot of events that are coming up here, and I want to make sure that the people that have interest in this stuff, that we're engaging you guys and just exploring if this is something you want to dive into. So just put your name down and just X underneath whichever items you are at least looking to get more information about, and whether it be financial commitment to some of these things or whatever it might be, we can talk more about that stuff. Please take the time to go ahead and fill us out as we go ahead and get that squared away for you.
Hey, we do have those posters out there by my office too. If you see the value already in bold, when you made that commitment that you're going to do bold, we ask that you sign in. We want to see everybody kind of join that effort. We have posters over there with the silver highlighter.
What does the cost for bold?
Worth it.
Well,
Easy to know.
one closing. No, not even a whole closing. It's $800 is what bold costs.
$800, and then do we have a scholarship program set up for that?
Yep.
A matching program? What is that?
Basically, the matching program can basically cover half of that. It's tied to closings after that, but yeah, you can. Basically, I've paid for all my bolds pretty quickly. Just one of the matching, and then the other part is just
so quickly on the matching, so you guys are clear. For every closing between now and October 1st, we'll be able to match up to $100. If you go ahead and say, I want this to go to my matching program, my training fund, and then we'll match that $100 up to $400. Okay, so that'd be you would commit 400, we commit 400. Does that make sense?
Well, the other quick tip I'll give you is usually that time of year, if you go around that cycle, our midriffs usually get thicker as you go through October, November, December. And the neat thing is, if you tie a diet to go into the bowl, it costs about $10 a day. I spent $10 less on fast food and came for bowl that way.
And here's the other thing, guys, is there's a lot of creative ways to do this kind of stuff. So, right now I'd just like to find out who's got interest in this stuff, and then we can kind of explore those kind of on a more one-on-one basis. I'll tell you what, guys, I know that we're 4 minutes over, and I still want to go ahead and talk to our vendors as well. And I just got to ask you, did Bonnie share with us some pretty amazing things in our conversation? I didn't want to short you guys on that because I thought that was such premium information, high octane kind of stuff. So what I'm asking you to do is just hang with me a little bit, and so the vendors are able to have their opportunity to kind of chat with you. And then also Leah Petrus is here to share with us a little bit about some of the different the elections that are coming up within our board as well. So without further ado, I'm going to have who's over here, man? Come on, guys. We'll do the paper, rock, scissors yet? Are you going to do it or what? Liberty Mutual, love it.
Brent Niederer, Liberty Mutual Insurance, for those of you who don't know me. We're their preferred insurance vendor. We've been here since the office opened up, and wanted to congratulate Bonnie too. I've seen her along with all you guys just rise from a brand new spanking agent into a really successful one, and just thank you. We've been a part of her rise as well, as far as taking care of all of her clients. And the big thing is, she was talking about roofs, so I'm going to say it again. When you're out there, you've got to get these roofs and make sure these homes are insurable. Last week I had 2 more of them, to where it's a week before closing, and guess what? They're scrambling for insurance because their other insurance carrier may not insure the property, or other issues. You've got to have a quality insurance agent. Once they have a contract on that house, you've got to make sure that they can insure it. The game has changed. It just has, due to all of these hailstorms out there. There are big differences as far as deductibles, as far as age of roof, if they're gonna put actual cash value on there. You've gotta have someone that will walk these buyers through and make sure that they understand this stuff and that they know that their properties are insurable. Insurance should never hold up a closing. It just shouldn't. I beat the drum every time I'm here. Insurance should never hold up a closing. It just shouldn't, and it starts on the education side from an agent. I've been with Liberty Mutual 8 years now, and my biggest goal is to just make sure the buyers are educated. These are brand new home buyers. A lot of these are young kids that are buying their first home. Insurance should not be a surprise to them. I'm going to make sure and sit down and make sure they understand their coverages a little bit. I'm not expecting them to be insurance experts, but they're going to understand their policy with me. So when you're out there doing that, make sure when they sign this contract that they got a quality insurance agent to walk them through the process. That's all I'm asking.
Do you request a seller disclosure, or a seller's disclosure,
No.
or a copy of an inspection of any kind?
No,
How do you determine that?
no, because we need to coach them on the insurance inspection side as well. Here's the big difference between a property inspection and an insurance inspection. Property inspection, they're going to go out there and take a look at the house. They're going to say, you know what, you got 5 years left on that roof, you guys are good to go. You guys are good to close. From the insurance world, you've only got 5 years left on that roof.
Sure.
So we may not insure it. Other carriers may not insure it, or they may put actual cash value on there. So yes, sometimes we may have to rely on that seller's disclosure. If you're doing stuff on your end, if the buyer does not know the actual value of it, yes, we're going to have to rely on that. But for the most part, those are the big differences on the insurance side and the property inspection side. So there's just, any questions, that my cards are on the boards everywhere, cell phones on the internet site. Never be afraid to give me a call. No question is a dumb question. I get them every day is regarding roofs and if these properties are insurable for you. So, thank you.
Wait a minute.
It's not for you, girl.
Hey, I just wanted to reiterate on the insurance with Brent. Brent and I actually work very well together and talk about this quite frequently. When you guys have your buyers setting up building inspection, have them call and set up insurance right away. I know a lot of times people wait until a couple weeks into the transaction, once inspections are done, once appraisal's done. Do it as soon as possible, because if we're gonna hit an issue, we'd rather know it right away and get other, if we need to get other inspections, et cetera, with the insurance, we'd rather deal with that at the beginning. FHA, a couple people have asked me recently, FHA, very similar to kind of the roof issue that Brent talked about. The appraiser only looks for 2 years left of life on the roof on an FHA transaction. So just FYI, a couple of you guys have had that question lately, but let's start trying to hit that insurance up front. I think it'll help you guys out a lot. Another thing that I just wanted to mention is several of you have come to me in the last week or two just asking about emails or literature that you can send out to your past clients to come from contributions, so you guys can kind of give them something. A lot of people are going after their past clients now, a lot of realtors, and wanting to send them stuff on refinances. The benefit of that for you guys is rates are so unbelievably low. You're talking about in the low 3s for a 30-year fix and in the 2s for a 20-year, 15-year. The benefit of that is when I talk to your clients, and I'll give them a free analysis of their current mortgage any day of the week. So feel free to have them call me. We will do that for you guys for free. But when we talk to them, I'm always pushing them to cut term. So the benefit of that for you guys is they're going to build equity quicker, they're paying off their house quicker. Who do you think they're going to call when they want to move up or move down now because they're in a better equity position? They're going to call you guys because they remembered that you looked out for them when rates were low and helped them get in a better financial position. So if you guys want to sit down and brainstorm on some information to send out to your past clients for that purpose, don't hesitate to let me know. Thanks.
Now, partner tips.
Please.
Thank you. Wouldn't mind just passing those around. My name is Brian Weiss. I'm with Title Partners. The last few meetings that I've been in, I've been trying to stress the importance of getting to know what it is that's important to you and your business. Bonnie touched on a couple things during her presentation that I'd like to use in our marketing, and that it's very, very important for us to know what the expectations of our customers are and like she had mentioned, it's more important rather than let our customers know what I want to do for them, I'd rather let them know what it is I can do for them. So it's important to know, again, what it is that the expectations are. So the them is you. So you're our customers. That's important for me to know and understand and meet your expectations. I gave an incentive. I sent an email out. If you didn't receive the email, this is the same letter I sent out by email. Please fill this out if you could and give it to Crystal. And as an incentive, if I can get 20 of these back by Friday, I'll treat the office to a platter of grandma's cookies at the next meeting. Currently I have 5, and I've got some great feedback, not only on those questionnaires, but also in person. Some of you have met with me to further give or elaborate on the expectations that you have with our office as well. So if you could give those back to me, again, by Friday, or get those to Crystal, I'd give us some great feedback, and hopefully in a couple of weeks we'll be enjoying some cookies. Keith?
Are you going to share the feedback at some point, like what you got?
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why, and I think it's important not to have your names on there, because then you can kind of give us some honest feedback and not think that you're singling anybody out or anything that we're doing that we could be doing better. So again, this is just going to be feedback that we're going to put together, compile, and get some information back to you all. So, or if you want to meet with me personally, feel free to do so as well, to elaborate on some of these things as well. So again, we're always here trying to improve what it is we do for you, to make your business great and to make you look that much better at closing. Thank you.
What's going on with the vendors?
Okay.
We have a pyrotechnic.
Okay, well, today is drawing day for July's Shop Local, and this is the last monthly drawing. Next month, somebody's gonna win $500, okay? Bonnie says it's her.
That's me.
And I have to believe her because every time she says that, she wins. So, I'm not sure, but everybody who's given me a sheet, they'll all go in there, even if you won something already, and then whoever gives me the sheets this month, they'll go in there as well. So I'm gonna let Crystal draw, and I'm gonna talk to you guys a little bit about this, because this has really picked up a lot of steam. And so Crystal, just kind of dig in there and then find when you can see what happens.
Well, I never tear mine.
Thank you.
So it's not here.
Cassie Kramer. And it was for 210 home warranty, so there you go. Okay. Congratulations to Cassie. She is gonna get $40 to spend at Sherlock's. Okay, no you won't. And yet I have a special recognition for Bonnie, because Bonnie turned in 40 sheets. Okay?
Wow.
Do you think that goes anywhere along with those transactions? That's awesome, thank you. So we had several people turn in lots and lots of sheets. Hiller team turned in several sheets, and second to Bonnie. And thank you to all of you who are participating in this, because it makes a difference to our vendors. And I think that the vendors in the room would agree.
Yes, we do.
They really appreciate your business. So thank you, and thank you, Stephanie, for your little chat at the meeting the other day.
I was going to tell you, you guys, try and win this meeting, because there's a lot of new vendors that are joining, that are interested, and you're missing a great opportunity.
Yeah, thanks for all the new agents that came. Last Friday, we had a room full of people. It was a great turnout. A lot of excitement and energy. We had some roofers, landscapers. We had a concierge, and we had a national vendor for Keller who came in. And I ran into her later at Sherlock's, and she said that she had been going to the different team meetings, and she said there was just something special about this office. So it was very cool. Very, very cool. Thanks to all of you guys for making that happen. Absolutely. One of our vendors is coming this Thursday. Actually, he'll be new on the vendor board. I've been working with him with Homes for Heroes projects. His name is Joe Gordon. He owns the Flooring Source, and he's full service flooring, okay? But he also cleans carpets. So Thursday evening, this office's carpets will be cleaned, compliments of Joe Gordon at the Flooring Source. So that's very, very generous. Anyway, thank you guys so much. And Bonnie, I have something special for you for all the help that you've given me with the vendors. Appreciate it. Okay.
We've got a couple important things that are coming up with the elections within the Board of Realtors, and here to share with you a couple of those things is Leah Petras, so I'll give you the floor for a couple minutes, and if you guys would be so kind to just share with her just a couple moments, that'd be excellent. Thanks,
Hi,
guys.
everybody. I just want to thank you, and I know everybody's really busy, including myself, 45 minutes later.
Told me to be here at 11:30. But I did want to share with you that there is an election coming up, and I know y'all have a very busy schedule, but the election is going to be on the 11th, which is at the Expo, which is a great opportunity, again, to engage vendors. But one of the things that is happening this year is that there is an opposition in the position that I'm running for, and that is treasurer. And I have a card here that will explain a little bit about the commitment that I've made to the association over the last 10 years. I would like to see the association move forward. I have a 3-year business plan. It includes treasurer, vice president, and president. So I don't intend on just serving in one position. I intend on embracing the financials, which is the major heart of every business, as we know. It comes from where our money comes from, and as long as we have a good understanding of that, we can have good leadership that goes throughout. So I'm asking for your vote. The beauty of this, you can vote online. The voting starts on the 29th of the month of August, and then it goes through the 11th, which is the day of the election. There are also a candidate for board of directors is here with us, which is Will. And I believe we have 3 seats and Lisa, I'm sorry. Will and Lisa both are running, so there is a lot of competition out there. I think we have 9 people running for 3 seats this year. So as you know, everybody sees a lot of progress and a lot of things that are going to be coming up. In order to conduct your business, I know a lot of you are really, really busy. And the thing that I think that makes it most important is not everybody wants to engage the things that are on the sidelines, but without your association and without a good association, y'all can't do business. And so it takes people that will step up, like Will and Lisa, myself, and the others, to be able to provide that leadership for you in order to be able to continue to do the business that we're doing. So I encourage you to take the opportunity, number 1, to vote, and number 2, to consider me for that position. So that's really all I have today, and I'm going to leave these up here. Awesome. And anyone that would like one, or you can take one, pass it back.
Who's your opposition?
Sue Clay Schulte with Schneider Real Estate.
Sit about that way.
You mind sticking around for a little bit?
I got this. I got about 15 minutes, so I have an appointment, so.
All right, guys, I'll tell you what, I really appreciate you spending some extra time with me today. I had a feeling today was going to be a high energy one with a lot of great stuff. I hope you find it to be the same, and I'll tell you what, go out there, let's make it a great week, all right? Go, guys!
Awesome.
How do you do?
Thank would you mind just saying? Yeah, I've got my buyers. One said they were paying cash, and this one, my nephew, went through the now. Yeah, she said she was there. What does he do, or what was it? So I spent all this time, so I need to go. That is Tuesday.